Hey, what's up guys? It's Coley Woolly here, and today I'm going to be doing the Bats Draft Challenge. Now it is the last day for it, but I usually like to wait on the last day because people tell me it's easier to finish. So as I look through, and there's 12 days until the Bats release, so now I'm going to go over to the challenge. And I already started at 3-1, so now I'm going to go into a battle and hop right in. So I choose the Inferno Tower because the Barb is a little too expensive. Then the Wizard because it cleans up the barbs easily. Then the Rocket to easily take out any big stuff he has, which he does. And then I chose the Lumberjack because he has a zap, so I didn't really need to take the bats. So now I have a Prince, Rocket, Spear Goblins, and Inferno Tower in my hand. So I'm just going to drop Spear Goblins in the back and just let them go on their own, do their own thing. So now I'm going to drop a Wizard, knowing that he has archers. So my Spear Goblins are going to do a tiny bit of damage before those archers take them out. So I'm going to do a cheeky move here and have the Giant change the Executioner's path. Then I'm going to drop a Prince to take it out. That was actually kind of a mistake, but it worked out anyways because he didn't have many counters in time, and he dropped an Ice Wizard, but it's not enough, and it's still going to get one hit, and then the Wizard's going to instantly take out the bats, and he's also, well, he was going to get a hit or two until he zapped it. But that was a perfect zap, because if he did it any later, it would have gotten a hit off. So now I'm going to drop the Mini Peck in the back. And following that, I'm going to get a Lumberjack. Just waiting a second. So as he dropped the Barb's Hut, I thought it was time to rush in and see what was going to happen. Believe it or not, this actually worked good. And that Mini Peck is going to kill the archers really quick while it's under rage. And hit, and tower down. Unfortunately, I kind of missed the Rocket. Pull the Chief Pat. But we're still doing good. So then I use a Prince to counter the Executioner. I was hoping to pull that other Barb so I didn't get a swing on my tower, but things are okay. Now I'm just going to drop a Mini P.E.K.K.A. Since I have a lot of high damage per second units, stuff like the Hog Rider and the bigger stuff, it's easier to counter. So I have like Prince, Lumberjack, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Inferno Tower, so many counters to it. Then I place a Wizard, but I also put Spear Goblins, and he did waste a zap there, which is always a good thing. So now, as I have a pretty good elixir advantage, we're in double elixir. I have a Giant, a Prince to take out this Executioner. The Wizard's going to no-scope onto those bats. And the Prince is going to charge in there. And I have a huge push coming at him. And I mean a huge push, and I'm just going to rocket this stuff like the Inferno Dragon, because I need a 3-crown him. Before that Hog Rider can do anything, there goes the tower and a 3-crown. Good game. Okay, so we're going to get to 4-1. And 3 crowns for a crown chest. Donate 3 Musketeers there. As we get all our stuff, going to the next battle. Poison over Fireball because I prefer the larger radius. And I also have poison in my own deck, so I'm more experienced with it. Then Witch, because that does good splash damage. Of course, take the Royal GG. And Baby Dragon for some more splash damage. So if he has bats, it'll be pretty easy to counter. So now as the battle comes in, and then looks like I get the bats, which is doing pretty good. So I'm just going to drop this Royal Giant in the back, even though it's kind of a risky move, but I don't want to drop the bats because they're too fast, and they don't. It's kind of just a waste of 2 elixirs, so might as well do it. So now the bats are going to drop in. I'm trying to place them so they don't get in range of the tower, but they also kill the Valkyrie. But he has Fire Spirits, which were perfect because they killed all my bats. And he has a lot of stuff here, so I'm going to poison it. And as you see, I didn't do very good on that push. The Valkyrie is going to come in, but luckily my Witch won't die, but I decided to throw a Goblin Barrel. And that was a bad idea, because now this balloon is going to kill me. Unfortunately, I wanted both my archers to go over there, but one of them decided to go on the other side. Now the balloon's going to get a hit on my tower. but it's still fine. But I did decide to ignore that Valkyrie because he already did more damage to the right side, so I wasn't worried. But yeah, well played, man. So I'm pretty sure I just dropped my Goblin Hut. Yeah, in the middle. It's going to start doing chip damage. I thought the bats would kill the Dart Goblin, but he like no-scopes him really quick, so I had to wait for the Spear Goblin. He did do good damage to my hut. And that was pretty well played by him. He's going to drop another cannon. And I'm just going to... These Spear Goblins should chip away the Fire Spirits. Now I'm going to drop a Baby Dragon. And as he drops a balloon, I'm going to go and get a Witch. So now, I have like 6 elixir. Good thing I didn't drop those archers in the rocket. That would be terrible. Yeah, they are going to die to the bomb though, which is not good. Now I'm going to drop another Royal Giant in the back because it's double elixir. Just ignore the Dark Goblin. Because I don't want to have to spend any elixir on that. So here comes the Valkyrie and the Fire Spirits. My goal was trying to get the Baby Dragon to splash the Fire Spirits, but that kind of didn't happen. The bats are just too fast. It does have a lot of stuff here, so I'm going to poison. Unfortunately, it misses the Dark Goblin, which is really annoying. And it finally goes in the poison, but it's still alive. Which means I'm not looking very good here. Luckily, this balloon does get countered fairly well. So I don't have to worry about it. I mean, it will get the death damage, but I'm not looking good. As you see, the mini peck is going to get me. Fireball is my Goblin Barrel. And the Dark Goblin is going to get poisoned. And the bats and the mini P.E.K.K.A, so it doesn't take my tower. But there goes the rocket, and good game. That was well played. I did make a few mistakes, and he had some really good plays. It's a good game, man. I go in there. Now I'm 4-2. You go in my next battle, and you always want to choose 3 Musketeers. And I'm really lucky the Battle Ram was an option. Although I did pick the Giant, but I feel like I may have wanted the Miner. But oh well. The next bow or Mortar, I chose Mortar because first of all my deck was already expensive, and second of all the Mortar could easily do good damage to my Musketeers if I'm not careful. And I just feel like Mortar would suit me better. So I'm going to place a Giant in the back. And I probably shouldn't do it, but then again, I don't have a better hand. So I'm going to drop a Mortar. Although unfortunately I was expecting the Mortar to hit the Princess with it, but it was just barely out of range. I'm going to drop the Battle Ram just in the nick of time before he can get the Princess shot. And it's weird how the Expo retargets once the Battle Ram's Barbarians come out. Kind of a weird thing with the Expo. Yeah, my Giant's going to punch the tower, and the Barbarians also kill the Princess, so I'm actually not looking too bad. So I'm going to use this Dark Goblin to kill the Spear Goblins, but also hit the Royal Giant with the Valkyrie. And now that's going to get taken out. And give me a little counter push. So far I'm not looking too bad, although he does have a damage lead by a little bit. Even though I have the other side. But I don't even end up going for that side though. So I'm just going to drop a defensive Mortar in case he drops a Royal Giant, but he also has a Hog Rider. Yeah, I forgot about that. So I'm going to place his... I was kind of thinking about placing the Battle Ram, but luckily the Mortar goes over and kills the Princess, which is really good for me. So now I'm going to drop these 3 Musketeers, put one of them on the left and 2 on the right. And now he's going to drop an Expo over there, so I'm going to drop my Battle Ram. But unfortunately the Expo did target my Musketeer, which does kind of suck. But the Battle Ram did connect to the Expo, and it's going to take it out because obviously everyone hates the Expo. And almost got a hit, but not quite. So now we're both resetting here. I think we're about even on Elixir. He might have more. Yeah, he has a little more, but not too much more. He's going to drop a Princess and a Royal Giant. Unfortunately, the Princess is being annoying again. And it doesn't get taken out by the Mortar Splash. It's the second time that kind of thing happened. He's going to drop an Expo. I'm going to drop a lightning, and for a second I thought I missed, but I didn't. Imagine how bad it would be if I missed. So now the Valkyrie's going to take out the Spear Goblins and drop another 3 Musketeers. And then the Valkyrie's going to help take that out. But he does take out my tower. I only have 20 seconds. And I really don't want to get this third loss, because then I would have to do a whole nother challenge, which I don't want to do in just one video. So yeah, I'm going to do this. And luckily the Fire Spirit splashed the tower, and I'm going to take it out, because everything's locking on. And I am also going to get a good lightning here. I'm going to get the Expo, Miner, and the Princess. Pretty value right there. Now I'm going to use a Dart Goblin and a Valkyrie. He's going to log, which is totally fine. And he only has like 1,000 HP on the tower, which means we're going to go for a counter push here. And as the Miner goes down, fortunately the Valkyrie doesn't take out the Spear Goblins, which means I have to use the Fire Spirits, which is totally fine to be honest. So I'm going to get a good lightning, Princess, Expo, and Tower. The Dart Goblin is hopefully going to take out the Expo, but I guess it doesn't. But the Valkyrie is going to do some good damage over there. It's going to get 2 swings on the tower, and now it's in lightning range. All you need to do is cycle back to lightning before this guy's Royal Giant comes, and good game. So there we have it. Another win. We should be at 5-2. So let's go to the next battle. Okay, sorry, I had to cut that one off because my recording got corrupted, so I'm back, but I did win that battle. So I just need 2 more wins and I can get the bats. But I'm only going up to 8 wins for this video. I'm not going all the way to 12. That would just be too long. But as we go into the battle, Giant or Hog Rider? I'm going to go Giant. It's probably the most versatile tank in the game. And obviously we need Giant Balloon. Balloon's always a good card. Especially if the other guy's Chief Pad and he has a rocket, because he'll always miss. Okay, just kidding. Oh yeah, speak of the devil, I get the rocket anyways. So as we go into the challenge, I have Bats, Bandit, Princess, and Balloon. Which does look pretty good, because a Bandit is really good nowadays. So I'm going to drop a Princess in the back, because she's pretty slow. He's going to rush in, so I'm going to pull him with the Bandit. And get the Bats and the Ice Spirit to distract, and successfully countered with the Bats remaining, but it's not going to do much because Bats don't do any damage alone. So now this Princess is going to hit the tower once until the archers go, or twice that is. So now this Dark Goblin is going to pick the archer and then go for the Ice Wizard. But it is going to stay alive. It's also going to kill this Hog Rider, which means... But the unfortunate part is that I placed the Giant too far back, and now it's just going to run in front. Which is not what I wanted to happen, but oh well. But luckily he did waste a Fireball that doesn't kill the Bandit, and look at this huge push. I have the Bandit, the Ice Spirit, the Balloon, and the Ice Spirit takes out the Fire Spirits, and that tower is done. And the Bandit charges to that Ice Wizard and stays alive. He's going to say good game, and good game to you. And that's going to be a 3 crown. Nice. Well played. Why not? There we go. 3 crowns. And now I'll go to my crown chest. Now I just need 1 more win, and I can get the bats. So let's hop into that right now. There we go. Now, Inferno Tower or Tombstone, I'm going to choose Inferno Tower, just in case he has any tanks. Now, this was a tough choice, because I know Goblin Barrel can be annoying, but also I wanted the Lava Hound, so... Good thing I didn't pick the Inferno before. Or good thing I did, I mean. So now I'm going to take the Guards over the Bomber, and then the Bats, because that's pretty good support for the Lava Hound, and it's also good DPS to kill the Giant. So I have Bat, Log, Wizard, and Inferno. So I'm going to start off with the Wizard. And he's going to drop a Giant. So now I'm going to drop the Guards in the back. And he's going to drop a Dark Goblin, so I'm going to log this all. then the wizard should splash the bomber and kill it. There you go. Took a few shots. But now I don't even need an Inferno to kill this giant Golem Barrel. That's fine. I got my archers. They'll do a little damage, but I have a pretty big elixir lead right now. So I'm going to drop a Lumberjack to support this push. That Lumberjack's going to kill the Tombstone, but then die. Which means my archers are going to get raged and get a couple shots off on the tower. So I'm going to drop a Wizard, which was kind of a bad placement because the Princess is going to splash the tower once, but no biggie. This is going to kill right away. And I thought that was a mistake because I thought the Wizard was farther back, so it's just going to get targeted. But he made a mistake and placed that giant. And these bats are going to get huge value because the bomber can't hit air. So I'm going to log this. They're going to switch to the bomber, take it out, and the giant's not going to even get any hits on the tower. And look at what I'm doing here. The bats are going to sneak by the Princess and do a little bit of damage. We're not quite going to take out the tower, but it's going to be pretty close. So as you see, it's like pretty low. And now I'm going to drop a Lumberjack. And it's going to go straight for that Princess. Wah, wah. And then get a hit on the tower. Now it's at 79, and then the archer takes it out. And then hits the Tombstone as well. So I'm looking pretty good so far as we go into the double elixir. As he drops a giant. I'm going to get my Inferno Tower ready. Right after he drops a rocket. But he misses the wizard. Pulls another Chief Pat. Except on a wizard and not a balloon. But still. Now I'm going to drop bats on this bomber. He don't stand a chance. There goes the giant to the Inferno. I'm going to drop some more archers. This Lumberjack is going to die. So now I'm going to drop a wizard on this Golem Barrel. Boom, there goes that. So now I'm going to drop a log. Kill the Princess. Then that Lumberjack's even going to kill the... I don't even remember bomber yet. And now I have a huge push. Unfortunately, it was one of those guys who doesn't like me to 3-crown him, which is annoying. But I still get the win, and good game. So yeah, now we're at 8 wins. 8-2. So I'm going to get the bats here. And then take a screenshot. I'm just going to click it, save in my photos, and done. But now I'm going to also open my crown chest. As you see, you get the bats there. And crown chest. Let's see what we get. Gold, obviously. Some gems. Zap. Bomber. Fire spirits. And then 8 tombstones, which I use in my deck, so that's good. But thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.